So I got this mug from YouTube headquarters in London, which means I'm a legit YouTuber, yeah? So depending on where you live in this big old world and what year you're watching this, hopefully not 2020, you may or may not be allowed to travel. Here in Australia, we cannot travel. Not allowed, can't be done. Unless you're a past Prime Minister, in which case, significantly easier for some reason. But I know that despite the current global climate, you are all dying for some hot, minimalist, how to pack light tips. Luckily for you, right before the world went, about 9 months ago now, oof, I took a business trip to New Zealand, and while I was there, I recorded a very useful, relevant video. So now I don't have to pack my bags pretending that I'm gonna go on a trip when I'm not actually going anywhere in order to make this video. Maybe you're allowed to travel, or maybe you just want to practice when we're finally free again. Whatever the case, enjoy. So just as I strive to do in most other aspects of my life, when I travel, I try to be as minimalist as possible. I'm currently on a trip to New Zealand, so I thought this would be a good chance to show you the sort of things that I will bring with me on a trip like this and explain to you how I try to keep things minimal. So first off, wherever I go, I always bring my Herschel Backpack. This is a Herschel Pop Quiz backpack. It's one of the most popular backpacks that they do. They come in a load of different colors, but I love these because they have a bunch of different pockets, so it's really easy to fit everything that I need while I'm traveling. And if I'm going on a trip for, maybe up to 5 days, I would just bring this backpack, maybe even up to a week. So for this particular trip, I'm traveling for 10 to 12 days. So that's my backpack. That's my overnight bag. It's my bag I take to the gym. It's the bag I take to work. It's just my everything bag. I used to have a separate gym bag and a separate everything else bag, but then I just thought there's no point. I've just got 2 bags sitting on my floor. I may as well just use one bag. This is a new addition to my possessions family. This is an Antler Viva luggage case, whatever you want to call it. I got it at Myer for half price, and I don't take new purchases lightly, particularly quite expensive purchases, but I knew that something like this is something that I will use a lot. It is the smallest size that you can get in this Viva range. I think it's the smallest size you can get in most things because it's essentially the maximum size that you can take on an airplane in your carry-on luggage, which is very important to me. You find a cheap flight, you think this is great, and then it's like as much as the ticket or more just for the extra baggage so you can actually take your things with you. Particularly if you're traveling around a country and doing lots of internal flights, that's when it can really be a killer. So when I travel, I try to keep to just your free carry-on baggage allowance and not have to pay for anything extra. It's also great having only carry-on baggage because you don't have to worry about checking it in and then picking it up at the end. You can just carry it all through with you as long as you're under the weight limit. I also got it in this blue color, which I find to still be quite a minimalist, sleek sort of design, but it's still quite obvious when it's going around on the baggage conveyor belt thingo. Now my goal when I bought this was to only have this and no other luggage. I think it's quite a realistic goal to have just this and my backpack as my travel companions. I'm never going to go on, let's say, a month-long trip and bring a month's worth of clothes. I will bring about a week's worth of clothes because at some point I'm going to be able to wash them. And to ensure this, I may do something like book an Airbnb, which I know has a washer. So for example, this first place that I booked, I have it for 4 days out of my 10-day trip, so I can wash my first 4 pairs of undies, a couple of t-shirts, and a pair of shorts that I've worn so far. So I packed 6 pairs of undies in general, and that means that on my 4th day, I've got 6 more pairs of underwear. Yes. Undies are the most important thing, I can get away with wearing the same t-shirt 3 days in a row, but I cannot get away with wearing the same pair of underwear 3 days in a row, as I'm sure you'd all agree. I really enjoy packing lightly because I just really hate going to a new place or just any sort of travel in general and having to cart something heavy along with me. But I remember traveling around Europe when I had a bigger bag, and that was just so much more effort than it was worth. It's more stuff you have to keep track of, more stuff that you have to worry about losing. That being said, I'm also somebody who likes to be prepared, and I don't really believe in leaving something at home for the sake of being a minimalist, only to get to your destination and have to buy it anyway. And there are a couple of things that I brought along with me which I probably could have lived without. For example, I brought my computer and my iPad. The reason I brought my iPad is because I knew that I was going to be doing plane and bus trips, and I wanted to be able to download Netflix for those times. Same with my Nintendo Switch. I did think, well, I can last 2 weeks without it, but at the moment I'm really enjoying playing Spyro, and what's the point of having a Switch if you don't take it with you places? And there are certain things that I almost always travel with, like my wind and rainproof jacket, because I know that in case it does rain, or in case I do go somewhere really windy, like Wellington, I want to have that protection, and it really doesn't take up that much space. All right, let's get into it. So I'll run you through what I've got. I've got myself here 3 different t-shirts, mainly just block colors, and then there's another t-shirt that I'm wearing right now, so 4 t-shirts in total. And then I've got my gym singlet and my gym shorts, because I like to exercise even when on holiday. At least I like to bring the clothes and pretend that I do. Then I've got a pair of shorts that I can also use as board shorts. I got my pajama bottoms, and I got a second singlet that I can use either as a casual or as a pajama top, depending on how warm it is. Then I got my jeans, my jumper, and underneath my jumper, I've got a belt. I did also have my Mac charging cable wrapped up in there, but it's charging my Mac right now, so. I got these pockets where I'm gonna store dirty clothes as it comes up. At the moment, I've also got some face wipes in there, because sometimes it's nice to freshen your face in the middle of a journey. In here is a total mess, which didn't look like this when I first packed it. Let me just neaten it up. That's a bit better. The length of the holiday is 10 days. However, I've packed 6 pairs of socks, 6 replacement undies, and then I've got the pair that I'm wearing right now. So it's 7 in total, because it gives me a little bit of leeway. I always pack a pair of tracksuit pants, even if it's quite hot, because I just think you never know when you're gonna need some tracky pants. They're very comfortable. You can use them for pajamas, you can use them for exercise, you can use them as an extra layer if you run out of jeans or something. Then I've got a waterproof and windproof jacket because I'm ready for anything. I've got jam from Australia, which is gonna be a gift for my friend. Hair product, which I need, otherwise when I wash my hair, it's like, then I've got a portable switch dock, and this is so useful because it's smaller than what the actual official switch dock is. I mean, I probably could last 10 days without playing the Switch, but like, who wants to do that? Or I could just play it in handheld mode. There's a TV here. It'd be a waste of the TV not to. I got a toiletries bag, and I'll show you the stuff that's in the toiletries bag here. So I'm putting all my toiletries into this Herschel bag, and inside, I don't need to bring this big one, so I'm just gonna bring this one. There's the nail clippers. That's a bit of a just in case item, to be honest with you. Then I've got like little packs of shampoo, conditioner, body wash, got like a pixter thing where you clean between your teeth. On the side, I've just got some Panadol, lip balm, extra hair tie, my shaver in there. Essentially, I tried to keep using sample sizes because A, I'm not going to go through a whole tube of toothpaste, but B, with shampoo and conditioner and the body wash, I can throw out the smaller packets as I use them. Probably not the most environmentally friendly thing, but I've got them already, so I'm going to use them up. And in my backpack, I brought my laptop, obviously, my passport, because international travel, my Camelback, totally spill-proof drink bottle, my Nintendo Switch, Joy-Con grip, because last time I traveled without it, I regretted it. iPad full of pre-downloaded Netflix, phone/iPod charger, power bank, gym towel, because it's also my gym bag, because minimalism, a beanie, sunnies, AirPods, pocket tissues, multicolor pen, keys, and last but not least, gum. I also kept my tripod in there, which I was just recording this with, and when my jumper wasn't being used, I'd throw that in there as well. Also deodorant. I completely forgot that I took this out and put it somewhere else. So that's how I would pack as a minimalist for a 10 to 12 day trip. I hope you enjoyed this video, everyone. If you did like it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Leave a message in the comments below. Are there any other minimalist aspects of life you would like me to go over? Not that I'm the perfect minimalist guru yet, but I am getting into it. Click on that face if you want to subscribe to my channel and keep updated with future videos. Click on this video here if you want to see another minimalist related video, and I'll see you guys next time.